In this video, we will be discussing how to view, modify, clone and complete forms in Edulink 1. If you would like to know how to create a form, please see our Creating Forms video. Log in to Edulink 1 and click on the Forms icon. In the Forms screen, there are 3 tabs: Active for current forms, Archived for past forms, and Personal for forms you need to fill in. In both the Active and Archive tabs, you can see information regarding the form, the number of forms submitted, and the Modify and Clone fields. In the Personal tab, you will see the form name, when it is due, and if you have completed it. To view a form submission, click on the View button. Once you have read the form, you can close it, delete it, or export a CSV of the response, which will download to your computer. You can also send a message to people that haven't responded to the form by clicking the Non-Responders button. This will take you to messaging, where you can see the list of people that haven't responded, or you can export a list of those that are on the undeliverable list, so you can make alternative arrangements for them. Click Next Step. Add your message subject. Decide whether you would like to record this in the communication log, or whether you would like to use a template. Compose your message. You can customize your message using the toolbar, add attachments and hyperlinks, and use variables from the list to the left. Not all variables will be available if you are messaging more than one recipient type, such as learners and parents. Click Send. A green message will appear if you are successful. To exit, click the X to return to the main screen. To modify your form, click the pen icon. Note that you can only modify a form if you created it. To make modifications to your forms, complete the changes in the fields. At this point, you can press Update if you have finished the modifications, or you can modify the respondents by clicking the Respondents button. You can view and modify the fields of the original respondent type. So if you selected learners when you created the form, this is the only group that can be modified. You can use the filters to help locate respondents. Then click Done when you have finished modifications. Then click Update to save changes to your form. If you need to clone a form, either in the Active or Archive tabs, click the Clone icon. Managers can clone forms of other employees as well, which we will cover later in this video. The original form appears, and to clone it, you need to change the availability and due dates if they are in the past, and you must click the Clone button. A green message will appear if you are successful. The cloned form will appear in your Active tab. You can then modify the form as previously detailed. One difference between a modified form and a cloned form is that you can modify the respondent type, changing learners to parents, for instance. Once you have updated your respondents, click Done. Lastly, click Update to save any changes to the cloned form. Managers can access other employees' forms by clicking on their name and the downward arrow at the top of the screen. Type the employee's name to access their forms. To view the employee's form, click the pen icon, but this will be read-only. If you would like to change their form or use it yourself, click the clone icon. Change the dates. And click Clone. Once this form is in your Active tab, you can modify the aspects you need as previously described. To clear a cluttered Active tab, you can archive your past forms. To do this, select the pen icon and tick the Archived box at the bottom of the screen. Once you have done this, click Update. A green success message will appear and the old form will transfer to your Archived tab. Lastly, the Personal tab hosts all of the forms you need to fill in. To fill in a form, click on it. Fill in the form by selecting the options required or by filling in the text requested. Then click Submit. Once you have completed the form, a green check mark appears in the completed column. To return to your main page, click the back arrow on the Forms icon. Thanks for watching. For more on forms, including our video on creating forms, visit our Knowledge Hub at support.overnetdata.com.